Hello and welcome back here, the Last Man Stands World Champs 2022 from beautiful Cape Town, South Africa. It's the second quarterfinal of the day here on the Wally Wilson Oval. We've got the Pink Panthers from Chester, England, taking on the Dhaka Warriors from Dhaka, Bangladesh. So we actually can't wait for this one. It's going to be fantastic. The Pink Panthers, of course, in the all pink with a little bit of navy. And the Dhaka Warriors, who actually normally used to wear pink, I think. They're there in their blue kits. So they've got a home and an away kit. They've gone for the away strip today. So a big match this. Pink Panthers batting first. There's Prith Savaya out there with Brett Grieve, the non-strikers end. We've just had Manoj Oswal come into the commentary box. We might see if we can get a word from him. Manoj, of course, played his 600th LMS game earlier this week, and took his 100th wicket of the year as well. So I'm just a few words from you, Manoj. Who do you think is going to win this game? Have you seen both teams play?
I've never seen Dhaka Warriors play before, but I've heard a lot of good things about them through friends in Bangladesh, from Rifat and a few other guys. Pink Panthers were national champions a couple of years ago in England,
Yep.
So they are quite solid outfit. And my personal guess would be Pink Panthers would win it. Slightly biased towards UK team, but I want them to win this one.
Here we go with the first ball. So it's Shani and Taneem, the skipper, opening the bowling. And just lent on there by Prith. He's normally quite compact. So good tactics here. Brett Grieve will look to be more aggressive. And Prith at the other end will probably just look to work the ball around. So hitting with the wind here in the first 10. So they'll be looking to get off to a strong start. So just see a bale blow off there. This wind just really picking up now. Thanks, Manoj. I'm sure we'll catch up with you later. Brett pushes this one into the covers for another one. So steady start from both teams. Just feeling each other out here, trying to get a read. No one's clapped out into the covers. Great effort there by the fielder, diving. Couldn't quite catch up with it though, and it's away for 4. So I'm joined now by Wayne Grieve in the commentary box. Wayne, welcome.
Good afternoon, Simon. Good to join you as we see a glorious shot of the back foot from Prithi. Just lent on that, timed it superbly. And right to where the Pink Panther supporters are. They've got their Pink Panther flag and the English flag, and they're really having a good time here on this holiday. And we see Prithi go down the line. He's gone along the field. It's coming around.
Going back though at 6.
And I heard Simon say he was just going to try and play anchor. I don't know if Simon's got the right tactics here, but it looks like Surveyor has been sent in up the order, and he's off to a flyer here.
I thought it would have been the other way around. Brett looking to be more aggressive and Prith just to manoeuvre the ball, but he's used his feet superbly there. First going back and punching and then down the wicket and over the top. And he will just work this one away. Out the blocks quickly here, looking for 2, but good work by the keeper. He gets out and keeps it to 1. So it's great. Another great thing I noticed over there, Wayne, is that the Turling Panthers also from England have come down and they're supporting the Pink Panthers as well.
They're a great bunch of lads, Turling Panthers. They had a good campaign, yeah, more so off the field than on the field, but they are really enjoying their time in Cape Town. They come from the Essex region of Last Man Stands. And as we see, 13 of the first over. That's a big, quick, fast start, yeah.
As we mentioned, they're hitting with the wind here in the first 10, but still, anytime you can get 13 off in the first, you'll be happy with that. So it's going to be Bib Rahman into the attack now. Young man, very, very promising talent. Mainly with the bat, but ball in hand here. Oh, and Prith, he's chopped on. Wayne was just talking him up, and he's just looked to run that one down to third man. Inside edge, and it's knocked back middle stump. So unfortunate there for the Pink Panthers, but the Dhaka Warriors, after not a great first over, they'll be very happy with the first ball, the second over. Prith on his way back. But that brings Alex Money to the crease. He's a fantastic all-rounder. Plays for Chester Boughton Hall Cricket Club over in Chester in England. So just look, Prith just looking to open the face there, and he's just a little under edge.
You always got to feel unlucky with the inside edge. Always, you just hope that maybe it misses the stumps, misses the keeper, and you maybe get some 4 lucky runs. But the bowling team, they'll take that, and the Panthers now have lost an early wicket, and that brings the left-handed Alex Money to the crease. And this is an important period of the game. Alex Money at number 3 and David Hurst at number 4 are the two go-to batsmen for the Panthers lineup. So you think one of them needs to get a 50 assignment for them to post a competitive score?
I think so. They're the rocks of the innings with the bat for the Panthers. Match interesting tackling wise. I half had a sneaking suspicion they would have looked to get Hurst at 3, the right-hander, just to hit more towards the leg side early. That's good intensity between the wickets there, but just the one, Brett's nearly being collected there by the ball. So Brett will be looking to go towards the leg side here, I think. He's got a hockey background, likes to get that bottom hand coming through. Try and tee it up towards the squash centre there. And Money will probably play within himself. This is another inside edge. There could be 2 here. Brett just sends him back. He's going to the danger end. It's been a notable feature so far this morning, Wayne. The fielding and the running between the wicket standard has really picked up now we're in the knockouts.
Yeah, the teams know that if they lose, they're out. So suddenly in the group stages, when you feel like you've got a second bite of the cherry, you watch. And Money just dabs it to the offside. The third man fielder looks like he's carrying an injury. So that's good batting from Money, playing risk-free cricket. And now that's going to force the fielding team to think that fielding position through. The third man's now 10 metres off the boundary. And that we've often seen them bring the fielder in, and then suddenly he's too close and it goes past him for 4. So there's just something to be aware of there.
Oh, and that's a nice slow ball there by Habib. He just rolled the fingers on that. But Wayne, a third man, that's Shani Antonin, the team manager. He's not the lightest on his feet.
Simon, I've been impressed with all the Bangladeshi teams in this tournament. They are skillful cricketers. They've 6 teams from Bangladesh in this tournament, and look how well they're going here. The heritage cricketers are already through to the last 8. We're now watching the Dhaka Warriors, who are probably arguably the best of the Bangladeshi sides, but there's not much in it, and if they win this game, they'll be playing the winners of the share trip versus Rebels. And the tournament favourites are Masagami, and they play this afternoon against the winner of the all Pakistan affair, Wolfpack versus Poppats. That's currently been played on the YMCA Oval. We see new bowler Rahman pushed into the offside, and the bowler will do the work of his own bowling.
So Rahman bowled that last over, Wayne. It's just a new bowler now, just waiting for his. So it's Mosharaf Mu. Mosharaf Mulag.
Please, the full name, please, Simon.
Well, I've just been chopped there at the end there. They've been stitched up by the graphics department. Just getting a telling off here from our producer behind us. As that's a great shot by Grieve. Oh, it's actually a top edge. I thought he smoked that towards the nets, but it's a top edge over the keeper's head. They've come back for 2.
It did look like he had got hold of it, but just looped that one over the keeper. But I would say the weakest fielder and don't know how to put that in a lighter way for the Bangladeshi outfit of the Dhaka Warriors is that fine leg.
So that's Shani and Taneem, Wayne. So he's the team manager, captain, however you want to put it.
I think he's carrying an injury, isn't he?
He is carrying a slight injury, but probably don't think the other guys on the team will be prepared to tell him that he needs to up his game there. This one's just worked away by Brett. So they're missing their regular keeper, Farid and Masood. A bit of a makeshift wicketkeeper, but he looks pretty solid to me. And then Shani and Taneem just stepping in. A few guys from the regular side, top team, not able to make it. So, but you have to be strong and deep squad for these tournaments. It's a nice looking shot there by Money off the back foot. Whacks it out towards the covers. So Wayne, any scores that you've seen from any of the other grounds?
Inglorious Legends, great victory from them earlier today from the Shrani Old Boys. So the Pakistan team are through to the last 8. As we watch Said Ibn Masharabu, I think I got that right. Big shot for LBW. The bowlers forget to field the ball.
It's a long way down there. Don't think you can give that one there. So Brett looking to use his feet there, come down the wicket and hit straight with the wind. So it's good tactic. You just see him little double skip there.
I think he got outside the line.
Bit high as well.
Good shot though, good shot. And you can see the intensity in this match. We're coming to you live from the Western Province Cricket Club in Cape Town. The Panthers got off to flyer, 13 off the first over. And then Prithi, who made a good start, just chopped one on. Probably wasn't the right delivery to run down to third man. But they're going at 8, yes, so they don't need to do anything stupid.
So Shani and Taneem there, back into the attack. Left arm spinner, a little bit of turn on offer. You just be looking to keep the ball out on the offside, take that leg side boundary out of play. The wind howling from the top left to the bottom right there. That's short though, and that'll go the
goes
distance.
Deep in his crease. That's on the Rondebosch cricket fields out there. It's a big hit there from Brett.
So the Dhaka Warriors don't seem keen to fetch the ball here, but the fielder will have to go get it. There's no ball boys here at the World Champs.
I think he might have thought he was playing at the MCG there, and the ball is going to be thrown back from someone in the crowd, but it is his role as the fielder to go and fetch it.
Now on the clock here, the umpires have been strict with time in this World Champs, so they need to keep the game moving. It's not the batsman's fault that the bowlers dropped in a long hop.
So, Simon, the first game, what you watched the commentary on the first game. What would you say is a competitive score here for the team batting first?
I thought that 150 was a good score. It is big boundaries. There is a slightly short on with the wind. So 150 I was thinking is about par, but I mean, I've been wrong before. I could be wrong again. But the one thing that was very impressive from Heritage cricketers was their bowling. They just were so disciplined with their line and length. They read the tactics, used the conditions well, adjusted their length depending on the end.
So the ball is still, we might need to get some graphics of the draw here while we wait for the ball to come back.
So we see now, Wolfpack v Popats is in the qualifier game. And the winner of that will take on Masagami. And then the winner of that will take on Heritage Cricketers in the first quarter-final. And Black Eagles v Yankee Rolls. CPI Challengers from Bloemfontein up against Kamikaze Bumblebees from Cape Town, the local side. So should be a big crowd in for that. I believe that's the third game of the day here on Wally Wilson Oval. So we've just seen the umpire fetch the spare ball out of the little grass hutch on the field here. So we should be back underway soon. That ball travelled a long way there off the bat of Brett. And just coming back now, a few of the Panthers guys have gone to help look for it, but it's time to keep the game moving here. We're on the clock. So we're good to go again here. Shani and Taneem, ball in hand, and we're underway again. So we're just much better delivery, good comeback ball, beats the outside edge. And that's whacked down the ground, gonna beat the fielder, and that's 4. So a great start here from the Panthers. They lost the early wicket of Prith Savaya, but still ticking along nicely. Look at that, bit of space. We said there was a hockey background here. You can just see that clap down the ground. And pick the gap nicely, dissecting the long off and long on fielders. Pushed in again and gone again. This is another 6 here. Fantastic start for the Panthers.
So Brett Grieve yesterday, 15 of 25. I think he got an earlier night. And he's suddenly fine in the middle of the bat for the first time in this tournament.
He might say the first time in a while, to be honest. But no, there's a few supporters in to watch him today. And I think his mum's come in to watch. So she'll be very proud of him here. You can see her just sit on the pavilion over there. She's very excited. So that could be the last we see of Shani and Taneem with the ball, I think. So 29 coming off his 2 overs. No, it's probably a bit of a risk to bowl him, especially from this current end, hitting with the wind. So 40 for 1 here after 4. So Musharraf back in, and a nice looking shot there from Money. He's found the gap there, out hard. They're coming back for 2. He's going to the keeper's end though, but the throw's just a little wide, so good intensity there by the Panthers. They both looked at each other and then they said, what the heck, let's go, and they've made it comfortably in the end.
Yeah, it was the right call, but it did look a bit dicey for a moment when they both hesitated in the crease. But that's a good shot from Money, just going deep in his crease, risk-free shot.
And again, smart batting there, just dubs that one down, a short third man.
And the bowler, Sad Ibn Musharraf Mu, just darting that one in.
Yeah, it's Mulag. We just lost the end there, cut off on the graphics, but we will get confirmation.
And I'm playing myself in the commentary box. Every time I pronounce his name, I'll get better.
Practice makes perfect, Wayne. I think one thing we must remember is even to that short side, they're throwing into the wind, so it's probably some 2s on offer. This one's whacked again there by Brett. Will the fielder get round? He doesn't, and it's gone again. Another 4. He's flying here on the big stage. Just sat up a little bit short there from Saad Musharraf and cracked away square of the wicket. Fielder's just fetching it off the big cover sheet there, and it'll be returned now. So 25 off 11 here for Brett. 47 for 1 the score. And I think he'll just look to keep going here. Anything in his arc, it's going to be at the park. A bit of last man stands experience there. He's played 150 matches, saw the wide. Just let it go. And you'll have that reloaded again.
A little bit of a dance down the wicket. Not too elegant, but did put the bowler off.
Cutter. Just rolled the fingers on that one.
So Brett Grieve still yet to score a boundary through the offside.
Oh, debatable. That one just the straight one was maybe on
the one baseball shot did go through the offside.
No, but sometimes it's effective. We've seen a few unorthodox batsmen over the years. So interesting, this bowler, Wayne. He's bowling some seam deliveries and then going and bowling some off spins. There's obviously a plan there. Off spin to the left-hander and seam to the right-handed Brett.
This wicket looks like it's getting better and better as the day goes on, Simon. We did allude to that in the first game. There's a bit of moisture in it, so it was favouring the bowlers. But I think these first 10 overs here, the Panthers have got themselves... First 5 overs, the Panthers have got themselves at a rate of 10 and over. And so far what we've seen is any score about around 140, 150 is very competitive.
Yeah, look, I think that also the bowling side have elected to bowl with the Panthers hitting with the wind here in the first 10. So the Panthers have obviously read that and realised that they need to try and get ahead of the rate. Well, the rate for what they want to get on the board early. We see Shariful Islam Sheikh into the attack. Looks like he's going to be an off spinner. And he's going to be bowling. Good match up here for the Warriors, bowling to the left-handed Alex Money. This one's short though.
And Alex Money, showing his experience here, you would have probably thought when he came in, he'd be the guy to get the run rate going. But while Greaves found a bit of form, he's decided just to give the strike back to him. And also the smaller square boundary on the leg side. So Alex Money's showing he's a good thinking cricketer to back up his talent.
I think Brett Greaves is going to be thinking cow corner mid-wicket here, Wayne. Oh, but a bit of a deft touch though. He's completely flummoxed me. Just run it down, open the face, showing he's not all about the power. He's got some finesse. So I can see Ian Gill and Don Hurst walking around the boundary there, Wayne. They're the brains trust of the team at the moment. Ian, unfortunately, is carrying a hamstring injury there, not able to play.
I think what's happened there, the ball was lost and Ian Gill had no interest in fetching it, and Don Hurst offered Ian Gill a beer if he came and helped him look for the ball, and Ian Gill got up immediately. So good thinking from Don Hurst.
Now he's gone back to collect his reward. Oh, that's a big swing there by Brett. See, Brett played that finesse shot and thought he was a genuine batsman. Next ball was a leave outside off stump.
He swung hard there. Not sure where he was trying to hit it, but good bat speed.
Oh, look at that. Solid in defence.
Good bowling there from Sheikh. Just pushing that one through.
The Pink Panthers now, good comeback over from the Dhaka Warriors. The Panthers up to 51 for 4 off 6 overs.
Simon, I think you got that the wrong way around. 54 for 1 after 6 overs.
What did I say?
You said 51 for 4.
If they were, they're in big trouble.
I'm sure you'll point out when I make mistakes in the commentary box as well. So 1-0.
So I think this is another change of bowler here.
So the Pink Panthers from England, Dhaka Warriors. They're from Bangladesh, from Dhaka. They're bringing the pace back on. I think that's a good move against Grieve. You want to get it just outside his off stump in the channel. That should be out. The field's coming around. And he's out. So that ends a good knock from Brett Grieve. Held out at long on.
Sounded pretty good off the bat as well, I thought, but just little bit top edge straight up. Carried all the way out there to long on. You see the replay here. Into the wicket. Yeah, just a bit top edge there. His weight just a little bit backwards. The fielder comfortably pouches it there at long on. Happy with himself there as well. The number 7. So now it is the those 2 key batsmen we spoke about, Wayne. This is going to be Hurst and Money.
Yeah, I think the key here is for one of them to get a 50. I think they want to try. They got ahead of the rate there. The 2 opening batsmen for the Panthers scored at a very healthy strike rate, which has meant that Money and Hurst can just knock it around for a few overs, keep a few wickets in hand for the last 10.
They've still got Jordan Collier as well, the left-hander. They'll be hoping to hold him back for the last 10, I think, hitting to the short side as the lefty. It's good pace here by Janatul Naim Loban.
Yeah, he's got that sling in action. And I think Hurst left that one, but it's not the type of bowler you want to face first delivery. So he's had a sighter now. But always be aware of the LBW with this type of bowler.
Nice shot there by Hurst. Should be 2 in the gap. Hurst carrying a few niggles on his body, but running relatively freely for that first one there.
David Hurst is a class act.
Both these 2 batsmen very accomplished. Played some very high standard back in their youth, and still playing very high standard club cricket in the Cheshire County Leagues.
Well, this is a good contest, yeah. That's actually well defended from David Hurst. He's not... You're not going to be hitting that type of delivery for 4-6 without taking a high risk.
Look, and he's experienced here. He'll know he just needs to sit in. As that one is clubbed out towards long on. He's looking to hit that a little bit square, I think, find the gap, but just feeling his way in here. So we just look at the scorecard here. Prithviraj Savaya bowled by Habib Rahman, 12 off 5, is chopped on there. Brett Grieve caught and bowled by, wasn't caught and bowled by Loban, it was caught in the deep at long on, 29 off 18.
We'll get that scorecard corrected.
So just checking some other scores here, Wayne. We've got Rebels got an even 200 against Share Trip on Gary Kirsten. So it's a good score, but we saw 190 chase there before. This one's just wide down the leg side.
So we do know that the keeper here today isn't the normal keeper. He's standing in, and he did the job there. Not easy down leg side, but you could see he just didn't feel too comfortable that one. But that's all you can ask for as a captain, that you get the body behind it when you're not an established keeper.
You can generally tell the non-traditional keepers, Wayne, when it goes down leg, the first instinct is to go one step backwards and across, and not just straight across like the top ones do.
Yeah, if I had stopped that one as a keeper, I would have given myself a little fist pump.
Shot. Oh, and it's going to one hop, 2 hop to the fielder. Just a little shuffle there by her, so he might look to use his feet here. He really enjoys playing the spin. Generally. So bowler coming right arm through and round now.
The Pink Panthers, their strength is definitely their bowling, Simon. So with the fast start they've got here, and with 140 being a good score, they just don't want to blow themselves away with getting, well, losing more wickets. As we see Money go straight down the ground.
Oof, good stop there by the fielders. Took a bounce just in front of him, and he just palmed it forward.
So if they can find themselves around 75-80 at the turn, they'll be in a good position here.
Short, and again punched out. They might look for 2, but no, happy to settle for 1. That's good work there by that fielder in the deep. He got round quickly, didn't run round the ball, straight at it. We're just adjusting the field slightly here. I don't know if he will use it, Wayne, but Alex Money is a very good reverse sweeper of the ball as well.
I don't think the time called for that now. A little bit of fun gamesmanship there from Sheikh. I don't think he meant it's just a bit of a joke. Maybe initially it wasn't a joke, and then when he realised the camera's on, he turned it into a joke. But just taking the bells off and making Money think. I like that. Just saying to Money, listen, just be aware here. This is a contest. And if you're going to leave your ground, I might take the bells off next time.
Look, it's all been good-spirited so far across the tournament, which is always great to see. But the guys know this is a proper standard here, and they're in a dogfight every game now. We're in the knockouts.
So going at 8 and over, the projected score is 155, and I think if you said to David Hurst, would you take it now, you'd snap your hands off for it.
Oh,
and the keeper.
It's beaten that standing keeper, and it's going to run away for 4 just onto the net area there. I don't know if there's an edge on that or just straight through the keeper's gloves.
And our analysts did inform us that the Dhaka Warriors had come into this game with that's just...
Oh dear, he stood a bit too deep there, and it's just one hop to him and didn't get the long barrier in.
And that's costly. You just can't afford to turn a dot ball into 4 bars. It just really deflates the bowler.
Stood very deep here.
Oh
my gosh. Oh, that's into the lady sat on the bank there.
That's his girlfriend. That's his girlfriend there.
Evie Money's nearly worn one there. So it's not Evie Money, I don't think. Don't think they're married, but
you're having a horror show here, Simon.
Yeah. I'm going to tell Alex that I've called her Evie Money. A bit of pressure on him there now.
So Alex Money goes deep in the crease and bang.
That wasn't even that short, Wayne. It's just off length.
Yeah, he picked up the length early there. Straight into the Pink Panther supporters.
They're ducking for cover there. And a death stare heading back their way. This one's clapped out to the fielder though.
Oh, and it almost hit a hardy-dar. The Pink Panthers have already put one hardy-dar in hospital during this trip and almost another here. So if you're hardy-dar and the Pink Panthers are playing, stay off the field.
Yeah, I've actually checked on that hardy-dar this morning at YMCA and he's all good. Nice shot there, straight down the ground, but half a stop from the bowler, fingertips.
So Alex Money keeping everyone involved here. I don't think his girlfriend was watching the game. She's definitely watching now after that shot.
It's great to see all the wives and girlfriends in and the crowd building here on the terrace or the deck up here at Western Province Cricket Club. Superb facility.
So for those of you just joining the footage now, we're live from the Western Province Cricket Club, and the Pink Panthers, who are in pink, are taking on the Dhaka Warriors from Bangladesh, and the Pink Panthers are batting. And this is the last man stands world champs, 8-a-side cricket. A team from Bangladesh versus a team from England, and we're in Cape Town.
This one's cracked out to long off. Of course, 36 teams started off in this competition. We've whittled it down now to the final 16, the round of 16 now. This is the second quarter final here on the main Wally Wilson Oval.
So, all to play for you on LMS TV 1. This is one of 3 broadcasts. And David Hurst just helps that weight. I think maybe there could have been a little bit more intensity in the run in there. I think you see the last man stands banners in the background there.
Just the wind coming strong here. Wayne, it's coming from the top left of screen as you look at it now, where the LMS TV 1 logo is, down to the bottom right. It's blowing very strongly here today in Cape Town. That's whacked with the wind down there, over the fielder's head. It's going to run up Avenue de Mist. And a bit of a chase here for the Dhaka Warriors fielder. He'll have to collect that one. Geez, he hit that clean. Bit short. Gave himself plenty of room outside the leg stump. Swung through the line. And comfortably carries the distance.
The Pink Panthers have been going under the radar here, but suddenly there might be a few eyeballs on them. Dhaka Warriors arguably the favourites for this game here, Simon.
Yeah, they were the second-ranked team after the group stage. So Masagami, the world #1 side, topped the log after the group stages, and Dhaka Warriors were the second seed. So it'd be interesting to see. I think Mosharraf, he might change to bowl seam now. So yeah, he's going to go back to bowling seam to the lefty.
It's great bowl in there.
It's a wide.
Oh.
Just outside the wide line. He did roll his fingers on that, so he's just bowling. Interesting approach.
Just the execution, but I like the thought process.
So money up to 27 off 18 now. And that's gone straight, dead straight to Sonaro. Another fantastic shot, running up the road again here.
And I love the way Alex Manny's approached this innings. He had, I think, 9 of his first 9 deliveries. And as any accomplished batsman does, he just played himself in.
Just giving himself a little bit of room outside leg stump each time, Wayne. He's looking to hit towards the offside, but he's clopped that one straight.
And I think that's David Hurst, the skipper, who, if he stays there for 30 balls, will get his 50. Will be loving this because it just means simplifies the game for him. He doesn't need to try anything different yet. Just keep feeding the ball to the left-handed Money.
So the last ball, the 10th over now, Wayne. Then, as per last man stands rules, will swing around and bowl 10 from the other end. So Pink Panthers just putting down the foot here. Final over. I think Alex May will look to repeat the dose here. Oh, but a great delivery there by Mosharraf. And Money misses out. Not happy with himself there, admonishing himself.
So we're going to do the turn. In last man stands cricket, you swap after 10 overs. And we're going to now take a look at the draw. And it's really an interesting phase of the tournament. Simon, talk us through the teams involved and the countries involved. I know we've got an England team here involved in this match.
So yeah, Pink Panthers from Chester. You can see there on the top right of screen there, they're taking on the Dhaka Warriors from Dhaka. They'll qualify for quarterfinal 2, and they'll play either Share Trip, also from Bangladesh, or the Rebels from South Africa. Then we've got Inglorious Legends have already qualified in number 3, and they'll take on the winner of Laila and Tech Republic from Bangladesh. So plenty of strong Bangladesh teams here. And then on the other side, Black Eagles and Yankee Royals will play against the winner of CPI Challengers and Kamikaze Bumblebees. And then in the first quarter final, Heritage Cricketers, they won on through, and they will take on either Masagami or the winner of the qualifier game between Wolfpack and Popats. So plenty of countries represented here. The only countries that haven't made it through to round of 16 are New Zealand, Singapore, and Scotland. And I think that's it. Australia as well, sorry. So I'm going to step away now for a second, Wayne. I'm going to leave you to it. I'm going to get our mate Ross Kaywood up here. But I'll be back soon. Can't wait to see how this match pans out.
David Hurst, like the idea, just chalking that one. No pace on the ball there from Tanok Tunu. So Hurst just playing himself in here, 8 from 11. Alex Manny's going well here. He's tried the same shot, the same result. I'm not sure if Dave needs to be doing that just yet. Just get Manny back on strike here. He's a key component of this innings, is David Hurst. Yeah, and that's good. So, don't think Dave Hurst needs to worry about his strike rate just yet. Alex Money's hitting it cleanly. They're in a very good position here, the Pink Panthers. This is one of the highest scores after 10 overs. And you see the field just been adjusted here. So there's no fine leg now. And you've got a deep backward square, mid-wicket, mid-on, mid-off, extra cover, and a wide backward point. So pretty much a regulation last man stands field. All the fielders on the boundary. The third man's 10 metres off. And that was exactly where you do not want to bowl it. Into the wicket, to the left-hander. Wind blowing across the ground. Small boundary down there. And that's meat and drink for Alex Money. Three in those arms. He's gone the other one now. And Alex Money putting on a display here. Simon Melbers did allude to the fact that he's got a very good reverse sweep. And he's waited 22 balls to bring that out. And this is high-class batting. So Dave Hurst, 9 from 13, but he doesn't need to worry about that. I think while Alex Money's going well, he just needs to knock it around. We know how talented, I know how talented David Hurst is. I've seen him play some fine knocks before. And remember, when you get to 50 in last man stands cricket, you have to retire. And Alex Money is approaching that landmark. And that's good from David Hurst. It's just what the team needed. And showing a calm head. Last man stands cricket might appear with only 8 players and 6 fielders aside that it's all about brute and power and trying to hit boundaries, but it's a lot more than that. It's running between the wickets, understanding team tactics, game awareness, and there's certain times where you actually can just knock it into the gaps for 1s and 2s. And that's definitely, I think, David Hurst's approach while Money is going as well as this. He's gone again. Helping it away with the wind. And this is so clever for Money because the wind's hurling here and it's definitely blowing in that direction. And he's used to this in England, in the northwest of England. You do get a lot of wind as well. And he's smartly just making sure that he's playing with the wind. It's a big hit over long on and long off. He hasn't tried that shot yet. I think he'll be waiting anything short in the wicket and going mid-wicket area. The risk shot is over mid-on and mid-off because it's a strong wing into his face. Again, he's tried to dab it down to that third man area. So he's 5 away from a 50 here. And this is how you build an innings in last man stands. 9 of 9 deliveries and suddenly he's 45 from 24. And I think he also knows the importance of himself getting to 50. We always seen it when you got one man in the hat. It's almost like an insurance policy for the middle and lower order. They know they can play with freedom, knowing that their most established player is still a wicket in hand. So lots of things to think about, and the Dhaka Warriors have plenty to think about here. And David Hurst again. Smart cricket from David Hurst. He's playing a test match innings, but that's what's needed at the moment. And I'm sure when Alex Money departs, you'll probably see him up the ante. As I'm joined in the commentary box by Ross Kaywood. Ross, you've just been floating from LMS TV 2 to LMS TV 1. Can you just give us some insight into what's happening in other matches?
Yes, Wayne, I've just been watching the Rebels play on the Gary Kirsten Oval. They were absolutely smashing it. And then now I've just come up to the main oval, just watched Alex Money reverse sweep 1 for 4. He's a quality player.
He is, and so is David Hurst. And just saying, while you went in the commentary box, David Hurst, he's a clean striker of the ball as well. He's a timer, and he's only got 11 or 15. And if you hadn't seen the context of Innigs, you might think that he's cementing it. Yeah, he's had a few good deliveries, but he's just playing within himself because the two opening batsmen from the Panthers got them up to a flyer. Money's doing that as well, and this is one of the highest scores we've seen after 12 overs, Ross. So they're ahead of the game. They've got a good bowling attack, and they don't want to blow themselves away. But we also know that the Dhaka Warriors, you saw them batting yesterday against the Yankee Royals, they've got some firepower.
Yep, the Pink Panthers are a quality team, as you say. They've got some smart cricketers in their ranks, namely, like you said, David Hurst. He's there at the end. There's no doubt that he'll be looking for a 50 to take his team into the last 8.
The wind is blowing strongly there, Ross. You've been out there on the ground. Can you give me a feel? It's hard to get a proper gauge from the commentary box, but feels to me it's blowing from sort of a point to mid-wicket region.
Yeah, it's the traditional southeaster howling today.
And that's well fielded by the boundary on the boundary out there from the young man at long on. Great stop.
Seriously good fielding. That athlete dive at full stretch. Saved a certain boundary. Alex Money looking to get to his 50.
He's just 2 away. I wonder if he's aware of that. And as we see another hardy dart taking flight.
It's been a superb knock by Alex Money for his team. Crucial knock.
And
runs the first on hard, gets back for the 2.
That's an impressive way to get to your 50. He obviously was aware, Ross.
He was aware.
He was definitely aware. And that, I guarantee you, David Hurst and Alec Money had a chat and said, we need you to get 50. And now that you're so close, this is perfect for Jack McGovern because he's a see-the-ball, hit-your-ball player. And a talented batsman, but he'll go about it differently to Money and Hurst. He won't think too much about it. The more you ask Jack McGovern to think about the way he wants to play, the more detrimental it is to the outcome.
As you say, Wayne, this having a batsman retired at 50 gives the next guys in full license to swing hard from the get-go.
And Jack McGovern has basically said to David Hurst, can I swing for the fence's first ball? And David said no, second ball.
Just had a chat to Jack McGovern. The guys are having a great time here in Cape Town. Met some new friends from Cape Town, the MVPV. So, Javier Ramon, 3 balls into the 13th over. Glides in.
Oh,
he's bowled him.
No, Jack McGovern.
Jack McGovern, we've talked him up. He's missed the straight one.
That's exactly how he got out here on the opening day. That ball that jags back into me.
Oh, it's a really good ball. Is that an inside edge or has he just missed it?
Oh, and it's a long walk back for Jack McGovern.
He's failed to trouble the scorers today.
He's one of the most positive individuals you'll ever come across. Always in a good mood. But unfortunately for him, he's just clipping the top. That's almost a replay of his dismissal on day 1.
So, the Pink Panthers now. The dreaded Nelson has struck here, Wayne.
It has. So one left-hander departs on well-played 50, replaced by Jack McGovern, who's left-hander, and joined by Jordan Collier, who's also a left-hander. So this has been well set up here. You want a left-hander in the second 10 overs, Ross, for take advantage of that shorter boundary on the square leg, on the leg side. And this has just given David Hurst something to think about here. He's got 12 of 16. Ross, when it comes to breaking down the game, you're one of the best at it.
Thanks,
and what are your thoughts if you be now, David Hurst? As a captain here, you've led many teams to victory on the last man stands playing fields all over the world. How would you be approaching this year?
So with the experience that David Hurst has, he would be thinking in his own mind, he's got to bat till the 20th over. He's going to keep rotating the strike and get the guys to bat around him. I think also the idea would be to get Alex Money back in for the last 4 overs.
And that's why I'm interested to pick your brain, Joe Ross, because we see Rahman continue. Is with Alex Money in the hat, doesn't that give him a bit more license to go hard, or do you think he still just wants to anchor the innings and let Jordan Collier play the more aggressive role?
Wayne, I think given the situation, this is a knockout game. You don't want to leave anything on the field. So I think it's probably worth him taking the risk of being extra positive. And Alex Money, we all saw he was in fantastic form today. Probably a good idea for him to face as many of the remaining balls as possible.
So, folks, you've heard it from one of the best brains in cricket. Very fortunate to have Ross Coward sharing some insight in the commentary box with us.
Thanks for those kind words, Wayne. I've learned from the best. So Hursty just slaps it out to the extra cover boundary for a single. Projected score is 171. That would be a seriously competitive total if they can get anywhere close to that.
Yeah, just we see with the retirement of Alex Money, maybe there might be a slight drop-off in the scoring rate. We've seen this throughout the tournament, and that's one of the unique features of Last Man Stands is you think one team's on top, and that retirement rule just does add a different dimension. And I think Jordan Collier can play with freedom. He needs a few balls to get himself in.
That's a good little classic little sweep down to fine leg just for a single, though. So, Wayne, you know Jordan Collier from your club cricketing days in the world. Does he like to get himself in before he puts his foot on the pedal?
His bowling is his main strength, good left-arm spinner, but he's a talented batsman, and I think as he matures, as you see David Hurst.
He's gone for the reverse sweep.
Just helping one onto his helmet there. Jordan Collier, he's played some good knocks. Just pitched outside leg, didn't it, Ross?
Yep.
So I think he's one of those guys that on his day he can be devastating. I think he'd like to improve his consistency as a batsman.
Good looking shot there by Hursty out to long off. Again, just a single. So Pink Panthers going about their business in a structured manner. Not too many fireworks on at the moment, but these guys are all good cricketers, smart cricketers, thinking cricketers. That's what you need at knockout stage time of tournaments. So after 14 overs, the score moves to 114 for 3. David Hurst 14 of 19. Jordan Collier 1 of 3. Habir Rahman just 9 off his 2 overs. He's got 2 wickets.
Oh, elegantly played by David Hurst, just running that off the face of the bat.
Really?
He's only got 14 of 19 balls, but that hasn't phased him one bit. And he's now got it up to almost a run and ball. And just reading the game so well, Ross, with the wind's blowing heavily into his face. He's not a bigly built man. He hasn't been able to get into the gym for the last year and a half. And he's just decided to use the pace and run that one off the face of the bat.
It was really clever cricket. He saw how square the third man was.
Oh, and this time he tries to go a bit squarer as they move the third man a bit finer, and he'll feel that one got away from him there. So, Ross, it's hard to explain to the viewers how strong this wind can be in Cape Town. It's gusting heavily. The bowler's bowling downwind. Hurst is heading into the wind. You can just see it's very hard to generate power through the ball down to mid-on and especially through a straight area. Ross, we've seen how many balls have held up when guys have tried to take on the boundary fielders from that end.
Yeah, it's the irony of that, Wayne, is I was just speaking to your brother, Brett Grieve, and he hit one over the trees into the wind. But it's been a good spell of bowling this by Habir Rahman. Oh, scampered through for a quick single there.
Yeah, I think from this end here, the left hand is more likely to be able to play the power shot in terms of the big hit. leg side. The right-hander, and I think Hurst is well aware of that, is that it's a big boundary on the leg side. The smaller boundary is on the offside. And the area that I think Hurst has been trying to target is the third man, between third man and sort of a wide point region. That's where I think he's looking. Oh, no, and he goes.
It's a great shot there by Hursty.
Again, he's just aware of the wind, Ross. He's just finding a way to get the ball. I thought he was going the other way. But one thing he's very clear in his mind, that hitting with the wind is a lot easier here. And you see him go early, goes early, head in a great position.
Unbelievable scenes here at the Wally Wilson Oval. He's ramped it. Looks like a Joss Butler type shot.
It's high skill to pull off that, but also just composure. His head was still. He went early. I don't think it actually landed exactly where he wanted, but he kept his head still and just managed to pick it up and tuck it over his right shoulder. And that's another boundary. Oh, what a catch! It's going to be oh, sorry. What happened there? That looked like a catch, but from our end here, commentators getting a bit excited here. That would have been an unbelievable catch.
Sorry, Wayne, I just missed that, but
nothing really happened. The commentator just got a bit excited for nothing.
Would have been a Jordan Collier just helping it down to fine leg man running around. It's a great stop, saves a certain boundary, but they'll get back for 2. So you would say that the Dhaka Warriors are controlling it at the moment. Looking at the last 10 balls, there's only been 2 boundaries, lots of singles.
Well, yesterday they played against the Yankee Royals, and they were chasing how much, Ross? 170?
170, yeah.
And they did it quite comfortably, didn't they?
They did in the end, yeah.
Okay. I think the Pink Panthers do have a better attack, though, than the Yankee Royals did.
Yeah. This Pink Panthers bowling unit is seriously well balanced. They have a leg spinner and off spinner.
I think that the challenge they might have here, Ross, is trying to protect the small boundary. That left-handed opening batsman from the Dhaka Warriors, I've forgotten his name now, but he hits a clean ball. And what teams are struggling to do here is defend the small boundary. And also the wind's blowing in that same direction. We hardly seen a boundary towards the commentary box end.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Jordan Collier has gone for the reverse sweep, the reverse hit, should I say.
And this is just great team management. They've all realized that trying to take on the mid-on and mid-off is a tough ask. And they're just going with the wind. It's one thing having the game plan, but it's another thing executing it. And the Panthers are definitely executing here. And the Dhaka Warriors, for the first time in this tournament, look a little bit under pressure here. And saying that the Yankee Royals did put them under pressure with the bat yesterday, but Dhaka Warriors chased the score comfortably. He's gone again.
He's gone again. It's another boundary. That's 2 in 2 for Jordan Collier. Putting his foot on the pedal here. So projected score still at 172. It's going to be an epic run chase, I feel.
And the middle fielder was half asleep there. He hasn't had to get involved in the game. This is great batting from Jordan Collier. And this is a very, very good batting display from the Pink Panthers.
Crucial time of their innings now. They're going to be looking for the last 4 overs. Score is now 137 for 3. David Hurst 23 of 23. Jordan Collier 15 of 9. To Noctonu. It's been a pretty tidy spell. 3 overs, not for 27. So the 2 batters having a quick chat about the plan for the next few overs. I think it's going to have to be just see ball, hit ball, get themselves into a big target, and then put pressure on the Dhaka Warriors from ball 1 in the field. So David Hurst still there. As we've been saying, he's a smart cricketer. It's not his first rodeo. He knows exactly what's required of him. Carrying the weights of Northwest England here. One of the Pink Panthers are one of 2 English teams left in the tournament. Was a big swing and a miss there by Jordan Collier. Janatal Naim Loban. He's got a sling-a-malinga type action. It's been pretty tidy. He's only gone for 11. This is his 3rd over. It's a great shot there by Jordan Collier. Absolutely leans into it, dispatches it through extra cover. That's 4 more to the total for the Pink Panthers. Jordan Collier has just timed his innings here to perfection. Got himself in, had a few balls to have a look, and now he's put his foot on the pedal. Another great shot there. Hit out to deep backward square leg. Only get 1 though.
So David Hurst, I think he reads the game well, and he probably realizes that this is the moment that he can go as well. You did see him loosen up the shoulders. He's looking around, and I've seen that look before, and I think he's now thinking he wants to change his strategy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to swing hard, sort of clear the left leg. Oh, it's great.
Oh, that's oh,
it's wide.
He's a tricky customer, is Lobon. Low arm action. Skidding. It's not easy to get under the ball here. I think David Hurst is thinking about the reverse sweep. There he goes. You could see he was thinking about it.
Wait, you've seen that before? You've called
I just saw him looking. He was practicing it, but the bowler was walking back to his mark, so he didn't even have to try and disguise it.
He just needs a bit of bats on that, and that's 4 runs.
This is a great over here.
It's a really good over here by Janatal Naim Loban.
And this is the advantage of a left-hand, right-hand combination. It's definitely easier for the left-handed here, Ross, he's got more boundary options. You can go leg side, you can dab it behind third man. For the right-hander, it's very, very hard into this wind on the leg side to clear the leg side boundary. And David Hurst is aware of that, and that's why he's trying a few tricks with the left-handed approach.
Absolutely, Wayne. So after 17 overs, the score is 144 for 3. David Hurst 25 of 26 not out. Jordan Collier 20 of 12. So last 15 balls here. What's your thinking, Wayne? What's your projection? Projection of the score?
I'm going to go with the score that's on the website, 169. I think that's what they'll be looking for. They'd be happy with that. And I think Dhaka Warriors wouldn't be too unhappy with that because they've got a gun batting lineup.
Skillicky shot out there to long off. Good fielding there.
So I think that probably suits Panthers, having the left-hander to the slow bowler. And Jordan Collier has definitely got license, He's done well. Made a slow start, but these last 5-6 deliveries, he's really got stuck in.
Played the reverse hits again. He knows there's no man out there. That's a great shot.
And
big gap.
He's fooled everyone there, Ross. There's a small boundary on the square leg, and he's basically saying, David Hurst, what is the problem here? I can do it left-handed, I can do it right-handed.
He's got into position early there. Bowler's just dragged it down. Meat and drink for him.
I think the advantage he's got there again as a left-hander is no one saw that coming, including us in the commentary box.
I had a feeling he was going over cow corner.
Now he's got the bowler thinking. And now he's going over cow corner.
It's a great shot. Unbelievable scenes here. Flies over the cow corner boundary.
So Jordan Collier, he's brought out the reverse switch hit, and then he's got the ball in the area that he wanted.
So
and Ross, you're not the best poker player I've ever seen, but that's a great double bluff there from Jordan Collier.
As you rightly said, Wayne, I think he's got into the head of the bowler. The bowler doesn't know if he's going to be reverse hit or what shot he's going to play. So Pink Panthers on fire here.
Oh, he's gone again, but the field is coming round.
There's a man there.
The shouts of the boundary. Few people feel the old-fashioned parachute. Ross, maybe if you can explain for the viewers at home that don't know what a parachute is.
Parachute is when you're running for a catch and you can actually catch it, but then you decide to pull back.
Pull the cord.
Pull the cord. So David Hurst here. I reckon, like you said, Wayne, he's got full license here.
I think he's going to need it because this Dhaka Warriors, they are a very strong batting unit.
It's a great shot out. Out too long off, sorry.
You can just see how hard it is here, Ross, to hit. That's a very cleanly struck from David Hurst and into the wind. From the other end, that probably would have been 6, Ross.
Absolutely, Wayne. Traditional southeaster is howling here in Cape Town today. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day, but very windy. So we're into the last 2 overs here of the Pink Panthers innings. Last 16 game here at the World Champs here in Cape Town. This is the business end of the tournament. And current score 158 for 3. Jordan Collier is striking at 200%, 31 or 15. David Hurst has been 28 or 28, but his team's needed it.
So Ross Kaywood is going to be making his way to the field to get some interviews during the innings interval. We see Jordan Collier elegantly push this one into the offside. Very good fielding by Shakot out there. And this is one of the biggest scores we've seen on the main oval throughout the tournament. I think Masagami against the New York Thunderbolts went big. I think they amassed a score of around 190. But I don't think there's been any other team that's got above 160. But Dhaka Warriors. Oh, and Hurst has gone long. And that's a maximum from David Hurst. Getting down on one leg and helping on his way for 6. The back end of the innings, starting to get the strike rate going. He's held the innings together. He's knocked the ball around for his, as you watch him go down on one knee. And that's a great one for the highlights package. So I've joined in the commentary box to take us through for the last 8 deliveries of this spell by Simon Melville's. And we've been informed that Dhaka Warriors have already chased 180 on this ground against an England team. So they won't feel like this game's out of their reach.
Thanks, Wayne. Great to be back. It's been some superb hitting here. Really like the way they've swapped around and utilised all the tricks in the book with the reverse sweeps and the ramps and the paddles. They're making the most of conditions and trying to hit with the wind. So Mosharaf, you bowl a mixture of seam and spin here. You just see the wind getting that bail. That's how strong it is out here. Got the heavy bales on here in Cape Town. It's just blown flush off. So if they get 180 here, Wayne, that'll be a great total. And another switch hit again in the gap. That's 4.
This is an amazing display of batting from Jordan Collier.
He's always had a lot of promise as a batsman. Maybe he hasn't quite scored the runs he wanted to, but look at that round. It's exactly where he wanted it as well, though. It's exactly where he wanted it. Pitching outside his leg stump, just helped it around the corner.
I think he got a first ball duck on the opening day under the camera on this field. Very angry with himself, I think, and he's made amends for a chat. 36 from 17.
Inside edge there. Hurst is going to come through, though. Bowler's going to throw to the... Keeper's going to throw to the far end. Bowler can't take Doan comfortably home. So great awareness for our Hurst. So fantastic flurry to finish the innings here from the Pink Panthers. And Mosharaf going for 40 off his 4 overs, so he won't be too happy with that, I don't think, but some quality shots. So David Hurst, 35 off 30 deliveries. Jordan Collier flying, 37 off 18. Projected score now up to 180. You were saying 169 earlier, weren't you, Wayne?
Yes, and I don't think that's going to be the score anymore.
Is that one? How good's that? Look at that, another boundary there. That just helped along the way into the wicket. So Naeem Loban back for his last over. Just bowled on a bit short, and Collier just knew exactly where the field was. Didn't overhit it. You almost just checked this shot and just steered it across his crease there. Look at that, down on one knee. Doesn't overhit.
That's a superb shot. That is a really good hitting shot.
Oh, and he's bowled him, though. Great comeback there from Naeem Loban. Not happy with that first ball. He's gone Yorker, and he's castled off stump there. Look at that, down on one knee again, trying to give himself some room. Last over, and it just takes the off peg out the ground, but a great knock there by Collier. So you see Everett Carstens coming to the crease. Look at that, great ball by Naeem Loban. He's got that slingy action. Remember Lasith Malinga, how good he was with the Yorker, Wayne, and Naeem Loban showing he's not too handy as well.
Yeah, he's a steady customer, and not going to be easy to put him over the long on boundary or the long off boundary into the wind. And I think that's why they've decided to go square and behind square, just using the pace of the ball and using the wind. And I don't think that Loban's gone for more than 6 or 7 in his previous spells in this tournament. Again, he's been the pick of the bowlers here. Just 22 from his 3.2 overs with the 2 wickets as well. So he's been the pick of the bowlers for me.
Yeah, with that skiddy action as well, he shouldn't get as much bounce. As we see again, he's castled. This is great bowling here by Naeem Loban.
I don't think it's an unselfish play there from Carstens. The only thing he might have been able to do is say, listen, I'm going to try and get the informed David Hurst in, but if he had to score, if he was going to take the boundary on, that was the right option.
So you said 169 before, Wayne. We said that wasn't likely, but they're only on 171 now, so you're not too far off.
I think the new batsman here, his role has to be just to try and dink one into the offside and let David Hurst have the opportunity to take on the boundary in this last over here.
Yeah,
the last delivery. Remember, for those of you joining the broadcast for the first time, if you hit the last ball of the inning for 6, it's worth 12.
Normally you'd say it's a bit of a free hit here, but a bit of double jeopardy the way Naeem Loban's bowling. If Goose Coon misses it, it could be curtains.
So, Simon, we're going to get you to practice how to say the name. It's Goose Coon.
Goose Coon.
Yeah, you get in there. Goose Coon, not Goose Coon. Goose Coon. Please.
So after the G's like an H almost, like a
He's going to be bowling earlier, so we want you to practice that during the interval, please.
So the G's like a H, basically.
Say it like house, yeah.
House. Okay, I'll work on that. House. Bowls a bit of off spin there, very handy. And he's on strike now. So 2 balls left here. Of course, Alex Money in the hut, so it's almost a free hit here. Could actually be better if Money's on the last ball. And he goes full again. He's bowled him again. It's a hat trick. It's a hat trick in the final over here.
Has he?
Just took the off stump, I believe.
Okay, he has, yeah.
Hat trick here. Look at this again. Gone Yorker, and it just grazes
that
thing. Off you go, pal. And the big airplane came out as well there from Loban.
So we've already had a hat trick in this tournament from, which was it? The Share Trip.
Share Trip bowler.
Yeah, Share Trip.
Left arm seamer, yeah.
So we could be on for another one. Alex Money.
He's got it. That's Collier, Carstens, and Hoos all out.
I just wanted to hear you say Hoos. So that's good.
So he's going for 4 and 4 though here. We haven't had one of those. This is a superb last over here. Look at that. 4 bowled.
This is amazing. So, Alex Money, if you're him now, would you want, what is it called when you get 4 wickets in a row?
Well, it's a great debate. In Australia, we'd say that's a double hat trick. But
So,
I mean,
Alex Money, does he risk having a, does he just play forward defence and block it, or does he go for the home run?
if he blocks us out here, I think his team will be very disappointed in Wayne.
Yeah, but no one wants to get out to on a quadruple hat trick or whatever you call it. As we look at the figures of Loban, 4 wickets for 22.
What a spell. He's been, if they win this game, it's going to come down a lot to this spell here from him. He comes in here, Loban, final ball to Innigs, Money on strike. And he's ramped it, it's going straight up, is he going to get there? Oh, he silly bowled him on the up and down. Imagine that.
So that was an eventful end to the innings. I hope we can get a slow motion of that one.
I'd like to see what the keeper was doing here. Did the keeper not fancy catching this?
It comes back down.
Look, it's nearly spun back onto the stumps.
Oh,
just
too much topspin on that one.
That would have been a remarkable bowl there if that rolled back onto the stumps. The end of the innings here. The Pink Panthers racking up 176 for 6 off their 20 overs. Wayne Grieve just stepping out of the commentary box here. But what a knock there by Jordan Collier. Alex Money, 51 off 28. And some superb bowling now by Naim Loban. Pink Panthers, Brett Grieve got them off to a flyer at the start. Then he came and went, and then lost another quick wicket there. As we look here, Jack McGovern went out first ball. But 50s to Alex Money. And then Jordan Collier, great knock, 14 off 20. But look at this, the figures there. Loban getting 4 wickets. And Habib Rahman picking up the other 2. So it's an all-seam affair for wickets on the Wally Wilson Oval. Of course, a new fresh track here. Plenty of pace and bounce in it for this second game. But the Pink Panthers, I think they'll be pretty happy with that total. 176 on the board. But what a final over here. Went 4 first ball and then bowled. The final ball, Alex Money went the ramp. Got it off the cue end. It went up, looped down, and nearly rolled back spun back onto the stumps. So, of course, this is the second quarter final here on the Wally Wilson Oval on the main field. And we get about to throw down now to Ross Kaywood, who's got some special guests in the house with him now. So we're down to Ross.
With me, I have David Hurst from the captain of the Pink Panthers, all the way from northwest England. We're in our last 16 game here. Well batted, a very well-paced 35 off 30. Not your best, but your team needed you.
Yeah, a little bit patient there. Found it quite difficult actually. They bowl really, really well. Good mix of bowlers, spin and seam. Alex didn't find it hard though. He smashed 50 odd, not out. So pretty happy so far. Yeah.
We saw a full array of your shots today, some reverse sweeps, some everything. Was that always part of the game plan?
The boys hit reverse sweeps. I missed 3 of them, but Jordan unbelievable with his reverse sweeps, and so was Alex. That was the plan. Don't tell them. But with the wind blowing that way, we thought we'd utilise the wind on this pitch. So yeah.
At the pre-team talk, are you happy with that target that you've set?
Not happy yet, but I think that was around about par, what we're looking for. 170-ish, I think is a good score. So we've got to bowl and field really well.
I'll let you get your pads off and good luck in the field.
Right, cheers, Rob.
Okay. Next I have Alex Money with me. A great knock there, 50 not out of 27 balls. How did that go?
Yeah, it went pretty well. Yeah, it was a good pitch. First game, obviously, I think a little bit harder, but definitely not much spin. Nice carry, nice bounce. So just got to take the time and kind of go for the gears in the correct way, and then try and come away with 50. That was probably the best of the sort of the situation in that game.
Well batted. Obviously, you're going to be bowling now. Which side of are you guys going to start from?
I think we're going to try and get them hard with the wind first, because if we can execute our plans and get them behind the rate, I think it's only going to get harder for them second half of the innings. So if we get it right, if the bowlers do their jobs, I think we'll be in a good spot.
Cool. Well, good luck.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
Next I have with me the off the field captain, Jack McGovern. He's having a fantastic time here in Cape Town by all accounts. Can you give us a bit of feedback on how it's all going?
Yeah, well, I'm definitely not here for my on the field cricket. No, it's been brilliant. We felt so welcome. We've ate like kings. We've drunk like kings as well. I think a few of us as well. So But no, it's kind of business end of the tournament now, so maybe a massage, maybe a relaxation couple of days. But no, we've absolutely loved it. I mean, yeah, the boys are really enjoying themselves, and the South Africans in our team have been so welcoming, and so, yeah.
So was today your second duck of the tournament?
No, I don't think it was my second. Was it? Was it my second? Oh, just quit. Might as well just quit at this rate. I just take the catches. I think, yeah. So
good luck for the rest of the tournament. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Next I have with me Jan Rademan. Scored 100 off 29 balls yesterday with massive 10 sixes. It's from the Kamikaze Bumblebees. They're going to be playing after this. Can you just talk us through that innings, Jan?
Yeah, I think it's just one of those days where it just came off. Didn't really feel it in the beginning, but I mean after that just came out, and yeah, just one of those days, eh?
So it is a huge game for you guys against the CPI Masters from Bloemfontein. Have you guys done your homework on what to expect?
Yeah, I think the body was a bit sore yesterday, so I was lying in bed doing a bit of research on them. They look like a good balanced team, so yeah, we'll have to see who's the best team today.
Cool. So all the best for the rest of the tournament and go well. Back to you guys in the studio.
So thanks for that, Ross. Great to hear from a few of the guys there. David Hurst, Alex Money, Jack McGovern from the Pink Panthers, and then Jan Rademan, who smashed an unbelievable set yesterday against New York Thunderbolts. And his team up in action next against CPI Challengers. As we look at some of the bowling figures here from the Dhaka Warriors, Shani and Taneem opened the bowling quite expensive there. 0 for 29 off his 2. Abib Rahman, though, 2 for 19 off 3. Great from him. Mosharraf, 0 for 40. Sharaful Islam, 0 for 30. And then Tonik Tonu, 0 for 27. But the pick of the bowlers, hat-trick in the final over, was Imam Lobam with 4 for 23. As we come back to the cup bracket now, you can see that we've already got 2 teams through into the quarterfinals. Heritage Cricketers from Bangladesh, who defeated Shofar Lions from Peter Maritzburg in our first match here of the day on Wally Wilson. And in Glorious Legends, they defeated the Schwane Old Boys over on Gary Kirsten Oval. We've currently got the Pink Panthers up against Dhaka Warriors, and then Share Trip v Rebels. So Share Trip currently 102 for 6, chasing down Rebels 200. So uphill battle for Share Trip. So you could probably pencil Rebels into that quarterfinal, and they will take on the winner from this match here. And then coming up next, we've got CPI Challengers up against Kamikaze Bumblebees on Wally Wilson. Black Eagles v Yankee Rolls over on Gary Kirsten. And Wolfpack, it's in the balance there against the Pop-Ats, 103, currently off 12 overs, chasing down 170 on YMCA, so small ground, so anything could happen there. And one of those teams will win through, and they'll play against the world number 1, Masagami, on the last day of the game. The last game of the day, here on Wally Wilson Oval. We're live here at the LMS World Champs in Cape Town. Absolutely stunning conditions here. You just can see the CPI Challengers from Bloemfontein warming up on the Ron Bosch fields on the low side there. And we've got the Kamikaze Bumblebees up here on the pavilion, just assessing conditions, looking down. And some of the players coming in here, Vihan Meyer, Jan Rademan, who was just on interview there. And they look like they're ready to go. The Pink Panthers just taking the field here for the second innings. The Dhaka Warriors, they'll be striding out soon as the umpire Tulani just chases up the batsman here. It's time to rock and roll. So 10 past 1 here on a beautiful Thursday afternoon in Cape Town. The wind blowing quite strongly as you're looking at it now on screen from the top left corner across to the bottom right. So it'll be interesting to see the tactics here, whether the Panthers will want to make the guys hit into or against the wind. Of course, the Last Man Stands World Champs, the top 36 teams from around the Last Man Stands World travelling into Cape Town. We started the action on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with the group games. And now we've just started the knockout phases. So the cup competition, the top 18 teams in the cup, and the bottom 18 teams moves into the play. So Rebels won that game over on Gary Kirsten. If you're watching live, if you want to see the wrap-up from that game, cross over to LMS TV 2 now, as we just got a slight delay here. So just about ready to go here, guys, just getting sorted. So the Rebels pushing through into the quarterfinals there, defeating Share Trip. I can just see Kashef Rahman from Share Trip down, walking towards the main pavilion. He'll be slightly disappointed, but fantastic to have them involved. They've travelled a long way from Dakar, and there's been a lot of issues. A lot of issues with visas and all sorts, unfortunately. So they had a few last-minute squad changes and had to change a few flights, but it's been amazing to have them here. As we're just about ready to go now. Pink Panthers just having a brief little conference in the middle there, talking tactics. Hurst will be laying down the law. The manager, Don Hurst, just taking the helmet on there for the wicketkeeper. The batsmen are ready to go. Habib Rahman, he'll take strike. He's a very talented young player. And Shanian Taneem will be at the non-strikers end. I think he's carrying a little bit of an injury. Sorry, Shanian, not opening, I've got that wrong. It's Arman opening. He's at the non-strikers end. He's currently not been dismissed in this tournament. Scored 3 50s. So having a fantastic time on these great batting wickets. They've been a little bit slow with the dry weather around, but this is a belter today, and it's even playing even better as the day's going on. So just getting the field right here. So got opportunity here to practice how I said it, but it's Hus Kuhn being moved to mid-wicket. And we've got Everett Carstens at long leg. Brett Grieve at long on. Jack McGovern or Alex Money, sorry, at long off, I think. Jordan Collier out sweeping on the offside. So ready to go, and Alex Money in to bowl the first ball. Down the leg side, great take from Hurst. So Money just spraying that one down the leg side. Normally shapes the ball away, but not much swing and offer there. Batted very well, did Money, so looking to get loose here. He bowls a heavy ball, big tall man. This one's clapped out straight, and Grieve will come in and collect. So a great start here for the Warriors. 2 on the board, and just the one legal delivery. There's a left-handed Aman on strike now. Not being dismissed yet, but the Pink Panthers will be looking to change that. He's just taking his guard there. Looks like taking middle and left-handed, so I imagine he'll try and line up the shorter leg side boundary here. Money will be looking to close that down as he's, tucks him up there. Thought he nearly chopped on. He was a little nervous himself, but thankfully just falls away from the stumps from his point of view. So second game of the day here. 2 more games to go. Full outside off, and that's great from Money. Aman looking to go over the covers there, but doesn't make contact. And taken comfortably by Hurst. So the next game, of course, are all South African affair. We've got the Bloemfontein side CPI challenges. Short ball, tucked him up again, Money after it. Doesn't pull out the left boot though. Try and kick it onto the stumps. And the Bloem side in the next game will take on the Cape Town local team, the Kamikaze Bumblebees. They just sat over to my right here. And they've brought a few spectators in with them. So final ball the first over here. Alex Money delivering it to Habib Rahman. Short ball. That's going to be called wide. Habib only a small guy and well over his head that delivery. He's got that one wrong there. Money protesting, but looked well over Habib Rahman's head in the end of the first over. So 6 for naught after 1. It looks like it's going to be Everett Carstens to take the second over. Just medium pace. It just shapes the ball away from the right-handers. They're just moving the field now. Alex Money, one of the better fielders. He's going to go out to long on. And everyone just shuffling around. Brett Grieve going to mid-wicket. And a long leg will be Hus Kuhn. And the left-handed Aman Allah. And Carstens, that's hit dead straight though. That's going to be 4. What a shot that is. 2 full. That's banged dead straight and hard. And 4 runs going under the side screen. Jack McGovern fetches out there. Oh, it's just a half volley and he's clattered that straight. Loosener, that's what you'd call that. So Aman looking strong here. Short ball. Off the edge, goes through where the gully fielder would have been. And that man, Hus, I believe that's how you said, collects. So cagey start here from both sides. Just the one boundary so far. Oh, wow, what a shot that is. Picked up off his legs and flicked clean as a whistle over backward square. That has gone a mile. Look at this. Not a great delivery down the leg side, but Habib Rahman has hit that a long way. Look at that. Kept his head still, picked up and flicked over the leg side. Superb. Oh, Jack McGovern there having a bit of a nightmare. That one hit fairly sweetly, but should have just been the single. Banged out to the covers. Straight through his legs. Didn't need the one-hander pick up there. So things just going a little bit awry here for the Pink Panthers. And Rabib Haman, great shot again, right up on his toes. Oh, and another misfield. That's 2 and 2 balls here. This time, Jordan Collier, superb fielder normally. Great shot by Habib Rahman, but again, it should have been stopped. Fielder coming around. He slides, gets there, and then it just trickles behind him and over the rope. So Pink Panthers just need to tighten up here. So now it's going to be that man. We've been practicing Hus into bowlers off spin. So 25 for naught here after 2 overs. KG starts to begin with, but that last over going for 19. Some superb shot by Habib Rahman. And Hus gives it a bit of flight. That's dangerous. With the left-handed Aman, big man, would be looking to target that leg side boundary. So Habib Rahman just looking to the leg side here, weighing up his options. There's a big gap at square leg. This one's clapped straight. Jack McGovern this time makes amends. Comfortably holds on. So well done, Jack, making up for that error earlier. Big sweep there from Aman. He's picked this match up. Balls are turning a little bit on this surface. But he's identified the slow ball, looking to go leg side. Just plays a little bit around that one. And tidy stuff behind the stumps by David Hurst. Tossed up, banged straight. McGovern tidies up. So another single to the cause. So Dhaka Warriors looking good currently. Going 10 and over. Bang, this has gone high. Fielder coming in. Is Prith going to get there? He doesn't quite get there. Oh, that would have been a hell of a catch. He just couldn't quite make up the ground. The ball was just blowing towards him there. See, up, out of the outside edge. Doesn't quite cover the ground. Just see it better from this angle. He was there, he's coming in, his eyes on the ball the whole way, and just at the last minute can't quite make it. But just cost a single. So now he's going to be that man, and he took that catch then, Prith, with his leg spin. So tell you what, it's a tough matchup for Prith against the left-handed Aman. This one, pace off, bang, wow, that's a huge hit into the wind. What a shot by Habib Rahman. That's a huge 6 there over towards us here in the commentary box. Habib Rahman's on fire. It's only a small man, but the bat speed, the rest, powered that away. So Prith under pressure. This one's banged out towards the fielder. Brett Grieve coming in, just takes it on the 2-hop though. This one's just leans back in Aman. As I'm welcoming him into the commentary box here by Rifatul Islam. He's, of course, knows a lot about these players from Dakar, being from Dakar himself, and he's sure he'll give us some insights. Welcome, Rifat.
Thank you, Simon. Good afternoon. Again, pool. Looking for 2. But it is not on there. Decent start by Habibur Rahman and Amanul Aman. Chasing a big target of 177. The pitch looks like an absolute belter. So it was a long off first. We'll just get a single.
So the interesting here that the Panthers have asked the Warriors to hit the ball into the breeze here, Rifat, in the first 10. But they're currently flying at 10 and over, so I think it'll be slightly nervous times for the Panthers. They don't want to make it too easy in the back end for the Warriors. Hit with the breeze. Of course, they've got the 3 spinners, and we see the third one now. This is Jordan Collier, left-arm spinner. Fantastic bowler and fantastic young man.
Yeah, he played a very good innings earlier today. I enjoyed those switch hits, especially. Haven't seen too many of those so far in this tournament. The one I can remember was the game between Masakami and New York Thunderbolts. I can't remember the name, but one of the New York Thunderbolts batsmen switch hit for 6. That's probably one of the best shots so far in the tournament.
Yeah, there was a great shot there by Thunderbolts player, but what I liked, Rifat, is that the Pink Panthers, when they were using the switch hits and reverse sweeps, they weren't trying to overhit the ball. They're just trying to get out the middle. They knew it's with the wind. Just get it in the gap for 4 or 6 if they hit it well enough, but not trying to hit it too hard or too far, just keeping their shape. That's a nice there from Collier, and Rahman respecting him.
Yep, just watching the first ball, getting a bit used to it. Short and wide, outside the off stump.
I love the way he gets up on his toes there, Rifat. You see him just keep his head and hands up above the ball.
Yeah, Shohan, lots of pedigree about him. He's been playing last man stand for the last few seasons for Dhaka Warriors. He's a very young boy, young talent. We wish a good future for him.
Full here. Oh, great delivery there. Half an appeal from Hurst, but I think more in hope than anything. He knows that how desperate they are to break this partnership.
Yep.
From the side here, you'll see just drags the foot. He doesn't even move, so good foxing there by David Hurst.
Just trying to put some pressure on the batsman there. A good over so far, just the 3 runs.
That's what they needed.
Yeah, the Dhaka Warriors was going 10 and over. So just one of the last delivery. Great start for Jordan Collier. Dhaka Warriors 43 for no loss after 5 overs.
So just in that one over, that one tight over in last man stands can make such a difference. They were going at 10s, but now back under 9. So fantastic from Jordan Collier there in his first over. But they need to bowl in partnerships here. It looks like it's going to be, I've been practicing his name, but have you been practicing his name?
No, I was struggling to pronounce his name.
So apparently it's you say the G like an H. Hoos. No, you got in one.
Huskin.
Hoos Kun, I think.
Kun. Okay.
Yeah. So
he's
he's an off spinner, but he just bowls a little bit quicker than your conventional off spinner, just pushes it through.
Yeah, it will be interesting battle against the lefty batsman, Amanullah Aman.
We saw one superb slog sweep from Habib Rahman already, as they're just getting their best fielders in the best spots here.
Yeah, moving things a bit around.
Brett Grieve being moved across to long off, and Alex Money and Jack McGovern being moved round to mid-wicket and long on respectively. So David Hurst knows how important this is.
Alex Money is probably the best fielder of this side, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, fantastic all-round cricketer. He's a bit expensive in his first over. So we see it. Oh my gosh, that is massive. It's on the roof here.
Oh,
that's a huge hit from Habib Rahman. He's only a small man.
That probably landed in the hockey turf. Yeah, David Hurst knew it was coming. He placed Alex Money right at the right place, but probably not at the right height.
Look at this. Bang. He's only small, Habib Rahman, but he hits the ball mighty hard.
Yeah, I know, but his bat speed, the most impressive thing about Habibur Rahman is his bat speed. Just, he's got a very strong wrist, and if you'll watch and see how the...
Oh, and again, this one's huge again.
What a shot.
Jack McGovern taking cover.
Against the wind. It would have landed in the car park if it was with the wind. Strong wind. There's some unbelievable batting by Habibur Rahman.
So 44 of 17 now, the quickest half century of the tournament's been 50 off 14 balls by Jan Radaman yesterday and Gary Kirsten. Different perspective batting out Wally Wilson with the bigger boundaries, but no match for Habib Rahman. He goes again! He's launched that! That's gone higher and longer.
Oh, wow. Take a bow, young man. Take a bow. That's unbelievable hitting. 50 of 18 balls. I think that's the quickest 50 in this pitch.
Definitely. He's absolutely clapped that. I need a breather now, Rifa. I'm going to step away. Bjorn's going to step in, but what a knock by Habib Rahman. Gets a high five from Tulan, the umpire. They're going to get a quick picture out there for social media, but tell you what, some highlight package coming for that knock.
Absolutely, Simon. That's one of the best innings so far, I think, in this tournament. What a knock from the young boy. It's 50 of 18 balls.
So, what are the jobs of the commentators?
Would like to welcome Bjorn Briggs.
Thank you, Rifat.
To the com box.
He's just made the life of the commentators very easy. We didn't have to think too much about that innings. It's just what a fun guy to watch play. He plays ball aggressively.
Yeah, he's
times it sweetly.
He's being applauded by his teammates, not just his teammates, the share trip players as well. That was an unbelievable innings. 3 sixes in a row. Would have been interesting if he was not retired. So he hit 3 sixes of the first 3 balls. So the new batsman, Saad Ibn Musharraf Mullah, another very, very good batsman coming onto the crease.
What a start for Dhaka Warriors.
Another 6, so 4 6 in a row. That's unbelievable hitting.
It's raining sixes here, folks. 67 without loss.
So 4 sixes in this over. Can it go for the 5th one?
Pressure's on Khos Kun. He's not loving it every day at the moment. He's battling against these big hitting Bangladeshis from Dhaka who are absolutely loving it out there.
There's the 5th ball coming. No, that's a very good delivery.
Very disappointing from the batsman there. Just gently hits it for 1.
So 25 of this over, 4 6 and 1 single. So Pink Panthers started bowling from the Gary Kirsten end. So Dhaka Warriors is batting against the wind, and they have done it brilliantly. And I think there will be few. Saad Ibn Musharraf Mullah, look at the strike rate, 183 strike rate, average 38, and he's the number 2 batsman in the country from Bangladesh. And
who's number 1? I mean, if he's number 2, who's number 1? I mean,
Samuel Islam Shuman from Laila. I think he watched him the other day.
I don't think anyone hits the ball as hard as number 2, though.
So Musharraf Mullah, he was recently in the recently conducted Dhaka Champs. He was the player of the tournament and also the batsman of the tournament. So Dhaka Warriors have got a very, very strong batting lineup. They're missing a few players. Their skipper Fariduddin Masood couldn't come, but still they have got a very decent and strong batting lineup.
Very strong indeed, Rivet, and the depth of the teams from Dhaka is immense. They are bringing it to the World Champs 2022. They're not here to make up the numbers. They're all very competitive, all balanced teams, bowl well, bat well, and fielding well.
Yep.
Jordan Collier into the attack.
Yeah, he bowled a brilliant first over, just 4 considered of his first over. He has been the only bowler.
The skipper's brought him back in to rein things in.
Yeah.
See if he can do a job or whether he's going to get the same treatment.
Amanul Aman, a bit slow by standard today. He has scored 350s already in this tournament, yet to get out. The lefty batsman Amanul Aman, but a bit slow compared to the other days. I think he's just trying to hold the innings while Habibur Rahman Shohan, his other opening partner, was going all guns blazing.
It's interesting to see Pink Panthers bowling with the wind first up. All the other teams have bowled against the wind, first 10. And what's even more interesting is the hitting from Dhaka Warriors, because they've taken on the wind and they've won so far. Scores 70 without loss after 7 overs. So Jordan Collier, another good over there. Dot one. That's a great stuff from Collier.
So he just considered 6 in his 2 overs.
Fantastic stuff.
So you can say 5. The rest of the 5 overs went for 64. So his teammates not helping him.
So Evert Carstens here, he's gone for 19 in his first over. He needs to do something special here. He needs to pull it back. It's a big ask. It's this powerful batting lineup. Dhaka Warriors. Aman is on strike.
So we've got news from the YMCA. Wolfpack beat their fellow teams from Lahore, Poppers. So they are now through to the round of 16 and will be playing Masagami on the last game of the day in this field.
That's going to be a cracker of a match. Pakistan versus South Africa, always interesting. He's hit that with the wind. He's clipped it for 4. What a shot there. That's using the facilities and using the environment to your advantage there. Playing with the wind there. Just flicked it with his wrists.
It's been grading 4s and 6s in the Wally Wilson over.
Very strong on his legs there. You can see he's waiting for it on the legs there. And Evert Carstens goes for another boundary. What he could do here, I think, is take a leaf out of Share Tripp's book, who played earlier. I mean, heritage cricketers were playing on this track earlier, and they were bowling short of length, much like that delivery there. That's much better from Evert Carstens. The track seems to be evening out a bit and not as bouncy as it was this morning. I think it's dried out a bit and it's a bit flatter, possibly a bit quicker.
Wolfpack was playing at the YMCA against Poppers. They chased down 173 with 2 overs to go and 3 wickets in hand. So good win for them. And they will be playing Masagami next.
It's a lovely shot. That's going to be 4 more runs. You
That's a
can't bowl
beautiful
it
shot.
short there.
That's a beautiful shot. It was all about timing.
Just timing. It was effortless. Just waited for the ball to come onto the bat and split the fielders. Difficult being a captain to this batting partnership here. Score is 81 without loss after 8. They're going at 10 and over here.
Look at the
folks.
replay. Just jumping and making.
Hit that straight out the middle of the bat. Beautiful shot.
So great start by the batsman of Dhaka Warriors here too. So the opening batsman Habibur Rahman is retired, scoring 50 of just 18 balls.
It's another great shot between the field. They really are picking the gaps here. That is an amazing shot. Again, effortless.
I didn't think that was going for a 4. I think it was going for a 1 or maybe 2, and how well he have picked it.
Just opened the face there and guided it so accurately. Makes it look easy, but you go and try that out in the middle there, and it always seems to find a fielder. Not for him. A man on strike again. That's a better delivery.
Much better from Alex Money. So 92 to win of 58 balls. Dhaka Warriors probably slightly ahead at this stage.
Oh, that's better line, isn't it?
Yeah, much better line.
Making him reach for it there. I think they bowled a bit too straight to the Dhaka Warriors, Rifat.
Yeah, subcontinent side obviously very strong, wristy players. You need to make them reach the ball and play, use their feet. If you bowl straight to them, you don't help their cause. I think the Pink Panthers bowling unit needs to regroup, have a chat in the middle, and
Again, two straights. Lucky to get away with that one, just the one off the pads.
so we have everyone joining from all around the world. This is the Last Man Stands World Champs 2022. We are live from Western Province Cricket Club, Cape Town. This is a match between Dhaka Warriors from Bangladesh and Pink Panthers from England. Oh, that is a beautiful delivery.
There's just a little bit of cloud cover above us at the moment, and I think it's assisting the bowlers with a little bit more swing. If they can just get their line and length right, can maybe pull this back, and they'll have to, because the Dhaka Warriors are on a romp at the moment. 86 without loss after 9. They just need 91 from 55 balls, taking it to the Pink Panthers. 1 or 2 wickets could change this, though, so Pink Panthers are not out of it. They've got runs on the board.
They batted really well early in the match, setting a target of 177, but this pitch today is looking much better with the day's race yesterday.
The groundsmen have done an outstanding job on the pitch, and can't fault the groundsmen. There's been a lot of cricket here, and they worked tirelessly yesterday, and it really is chalk and cheese. It's a magnificent outfield, and the pitch really is beautiful to bat on now. Big scores coming in, thick and fast. The batsmen work hard. Lots of runs out there. Ball coming onto the bat, as we've seen with that beautiful timing the last couple of fours from Aman and Sad Ibna. Ghosh Kun coming back onto bowl. See if he can have a better spell. That's better. He's tossed it up. It's nice and straight and full. That's not a bad length for a spinner, as long as it's not on the legs. Make him hit him down the ground. There's a lot of wind blowing towards the batsman from the bowler's end, so hard to go aerial straight. The batsman will be looking to hit it on square of the wicket with this wind.
Oh, that was a great shot.
I'm not quite sure how he's done that. He's just planted his back foot on off stump and waited to take it on the half volley, and he's done exactly what I said he couldn't do. He hit it into the wind for 6 runs. Glorious shot.
I think that's a beautiful shot. I'm not sure. It was a great choice bringing Poon in again, back into the attack. He got hit for 25 in his previous over.
Could be 50 after this one.
He got hit for 4 sixes in the first 4 balls in the previous over. Started with a 6 here.
He's tossed it up. He's saying, come and hit me. And he said, yes, thank you. Thank you. I will hit you. That's out of here, folks. New balls, please. That is a terrible delivery. You cannot ball there to these guys. They know exactly how to hit sixes. He's tossed it up there.
He considered 6 sixes in his last 7 deliveries.
Skipper must be fuming at the moment.
I think
if you're going to toss it up outside off stump.
I think it's on the skipper as well. He considered 25 in the previous over. Shouldn't have brought.
Should have given him a rest, maybe.
Yeah. So he. Nicely played. Nice, well ball. Better line and length this time.
Nice comeback from close.
I think David Hurst, the skipper of Pink Panthers, need to go to his 6th bowler.
Oh, well fielded there. That was like a difficult one.
well fielded
Jack McGavin did well there. Tall man.
Just talking about Jack McGovern. I think David Hurst need to go to him as his 6th bowler, as his 5 main bowlers, apart from Jordan Collier. None of them seem to have.
So it's a 10 over break at the moment. We just have a quick look at the draw here, Rifat.
So the two qualifiers for the round of 16, Wolfpack, they beaten their fellow countrymen Poppers and have set up a match against Masagami in the round of 16, and Czech Republic, they beat Ningalis by 8 wickets earlier in the morning. They chased down 190 in 17 overs without losing a wicket, and they will be facing Laila Cricket Club, so another Dhaka derby. Unfortunately, the other Bangladesh team share trip, they got knocked out against a very good Rebels side. Rebels totally outclassed them, beaten them by 93 runs. And Inglorious Legends from Lahore, the sides from Lahore, they beat Shwani Old Boys from, I believe,
Pretoria.
From Pretoria. So we have already got our 3 quarter-finalists, Heritage Cricketers, Rebels and Inglorious Legends.
Rebels taking on the winner of this match here.
That will be a great game, whoever wins this game. And also earlier in the day, Heritage Cricketers, they were absolutely brilliant against Shofire Lions. That was a one-sided game. Heritage dominated with both bat and ball. And I think whoever wins against in the game between Masagami versus Wolfpack, they will be playing Heritage, and that will be a cracker of a game.
It's going to be fantastic. I'm looking forward to the matches on Saturday. The winds just picked up a notch here, and I think we could see even more sixes this end. The batsman now hitting with the wind. Locals call it the Cape Doctor when it starts blowing like this, and the Cape Doctor certainly rolling in.
Yeah, it was a very interesting choice by the captain of Pink Panthers to bowl with the wind. First 10 overs, usually most of the teams go the other way, but they've considered 101 in 10. Now they have to bowl against the wind and have to defend.
Possibly thought they could squeeze them, but squeeze them they didn't. I think if anyone did the squeezing, it was Dhaka Warriors. The score is 101. 76 or 50 balls. No wickets down. One in the bank.
Yep. So Habibur Rahman already got a 50 of just 18 deliveries. And his partner Amanul Laman, who opened the innings. A bit unusual innings by his standard, 20 of just 21.
This could be out. It's gone down to... No. The wind.
Oh, chance of run out. Oh, not a good throw. Amanul Laman, as I mentioned before, he's still unbeaten in this tournament. He scored 350s in the group stages. But not his usual.
He's feeling good. He's
today.
a good nick. Doing a good job for his team here.
Yeah, I think if he can, he's doing the anchor role today.
30 of 12, hardly anchoring it. He's taking...
I'm talking about Amanul Laman.
Okay, I'm with you. 21 of 22. Yeah. He is being as steady as a rock here, just rotating the strike. Not too many dot balls either in that knock, though.
Oh,
that's a big wicket. He's bowling a yard quicker, and I think that just beats him for pace there. They didn't read the change of pace with the bowlers bowling with the wind now.
That's a big wicket for Pink Panthers. Can they turn things around? They need a few more here. Muller gone for 30 of 13. It'll be interesting to see the replay again. Oh, that was a
correct delivery there, and that's a much needed wicket for the Pink Panthers.
I think that he was beaten for pace there.
He might have been trying to do too much there, and over just didn't seem anywhere in that shot there. Pink Panthers will take it.
Yeah, much needed breakthrough for the Pink Panthers, who had been struggling with the ball so far.
Full and straight.
Then a couple
you
more
miss,
wickets,
I hit.
Couple more wickets here, and it can bring them right back into the game.
They need wickets here, Rifat. They certainly do, and the captain will be very happy with that.
Yeah.
Alex Money's figures there. He's bowled.
Yeah, Alex Money and Jordan Collier has been the pick of the bowler.
Surprised that there's so many runs on the board, and Collier and Money have got such good figures. You'd think that all the bowlers would have been in for a bit of tap.
So 4.2 overs between Collier and Money, they have considered just 18 runs, and in the other 6 overs it went for 84. Such a contrast in between.
So new batsman is Shariful Islam Sheikh.
And a very good batsman. He's a couple of days back they were playing Kumila Warriors in this wicket, and he played a gem of an innings. I think he scored a 50 in this wicket. So Not a good delivery. Not the right.
Wide down the leg.
Not the right line to
Missed
go
opportunity to the new batsman, yeah.
Releasing pressure.
It's getting a bit of shape there, Rifat, and
Punch of the back foot. Will it? Oh, that didn't look like going for him. Just on the back foot, that's just a mere push.
Lovely shot, and the fielder maybe should have done a bit better, but always tricky when you're sliding in.
He picked the gap beautifully. It was timing, all about timing.
It's a tremendous shot.
Valiant effort by the fielder at the boundary. Oh, that's not good bowling. That's not good bowling.
Otherwise, that's 3 runs for the batsman. I like the look of this Shariful Sheikh. He's got a good pick up there. He looks compact. Good stance. Very balanced batsman. That's always important when you're playing in conditions like this. Easy as you like. Rocks onto the back foot. Rotates the strike there. So 67 or 46 balls. 66 or 45. It's Nelson. Lift your legs.
It's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So we have got 6 ones. You don't see that too often.
111 for 1 after 11 overs, folks.
So that's
Get a
6.
screenshot there.
So that's 6-1, and Dhaka Warriors need 66 to win.
Crazy stuff here. I think we could have a wicket here. Who's coming on? It's Jordan Collier.
Oh, one of the better bowlers today.
It's a good sign for a wicket here, folks.
I think he's easily the best bowler so far for Pink Panthers. And Dhaka Warrior batsman was very watchful against him. Few front foot defense. You have to play wisely here. Dhaka Warriors definitely ahead of the required rate. He doesn't need to do anything silly at this stage. 66 of 9 overs needed.
That's one of the
66 to win of 9 overs.
What I've been really impressed with all the Bangladeshi teams is how they've crafted their innings. They haven't panicked when a wicket goes.
Very good delivery. Very good delivery. Big appeal for a stumping. We'll have to see the replay
for it,
from side on.
Anchored his foot there.
Yeah. We have to see the replay if there is. We've got. Oh no.
It's a good call by the umpire.
Yeah.
Kwazi and Kube there.
He didn't move his feet at all.
Great take by the keeper though. Jordan Collier really is a special bowler. They need him to take a few more wickets here.
I think Dhaka Warriors just need to see him off. Don't need to do anything silly.
100%. And that's what they'll look to do.
Just get a single. Shariful keen on the second, but Amanul Aman definitely not keen.
Probably not too there, but it's good to see the attacking mentality.
Yeah, you always need to run the first one hard to give yourself a chance. So Dhaka Warriors up against Pink Panthers. Ooh, again play enemies. Jordan Collier.
It's a good combination, this wicket keeper and Jordan. Very sharp hands there. Quick take off the bails there.
I think Dhaka Warriors, the two batsmen just need to see Jordan Collier off.
It's your unbiased opinion there, Rifat.
More of an advice.
Oh. He's tossed that one up there, and it's a nasty one for the keeper. He's got it on the finger there. He's not happy with his bowler.
David Hurst, the skipper of Pink Panthers, has some thinking to do what he will do in the next over. Alex Mani obviously bowled 3 overs. Will he finish him off or keep him? What do you reckon?
So I'll give you my opinion now. I think at the moment he's got to bowlers, best bowlers. They need a breakthrough here.
Yeah,
Wickets put pressure on the batsman, and you want to get Mohammad Aman out. If they can pick up another wicket or two here.
Nicely leg cut. We'll get a double there.
If they go through the motions, then Dhaka Warriors are just going to eat away at the total, and they're going to breeze through this 63 required from 41 balls.
Another great over from Jordan Collier. It would be interesting to see the bowling scorecard.
So 3 overs, just the 11 runs. Fantastic stuff from Collier. Surely you're looking for one of the team owners in the Indian Super Series.
Let's have a look at the bowling scorecard. Alex Money, 20 in his 3 overs, picked up 1 wicket. Jordan Collier, pick of the bowler. 3 overs went for 11, but Huskid went for 44 in 3 overs. Everett Kirsten went for 30 in 2 overs, and Prithvi Viraj went for 10 in 1 overs.
Anything under 7 on this track, in this field, is decent bowling, and Collier has just gone for less than 4 and over. It's brilliant stuff.
So
And the young man.
David Hurst has, I think he brought back his opening bowler, Everett Kirstens, went for plenty in his first 2 overs, saving Alex Money. So he's not going to bowl out Alex Money.
And he needs to bowl short of a length here. Anything full is going to travel. That's a better length. Good bowling there by Carstens.
Few good overs. Dot deliveries can build up pressure and bring out a rash shot.
That's exactly what they need, Rufat, because at the moment that 60 off 39 is looking very comfortable for Dhaka Warriors. They can string a few dots here and build a bit of pressure. Won't mind this at all.
Oh, they bowled short, all right, but it's been hit over the mid-wicket boundary for a 6.
Yeah, have another look at that. What a shot.
Beyond, they followed your advice, but
Let's have a look where he pitched it though, Rufat.
you asked them to bowl short. They did bowl short.
Just a bit too short there, but also nothing on it. Bit of a nothing ball.
Yeah.
He's too slow to bowl at that pace. When Heritage were bowling at short of length, they were really putting effort into it. That's a slow delivery. It's a good ball. It's a nice comeback there by Carstens.
And nice, well played as well. So what impressed me so far about the Dhaka Warriors batsmen is they're not going for silly shots. They're playing according to the merit. They're dispatching all the bad balls. They're respecting the good ones.
Smart batting, playing the ball on its merit.
That's a very good shot.
And it's not a bad delivery. He's taking the pace off, but a bit wide. It's just the 2 runs. Won't
So
be too disappointed with that.
11 of this over. So Everett Kirsten, 41 of his 3 overs so far. Not a great day for him with the ball.
It's a better over for him though. He was going at 15 and over before that started. He's got that now down to
14 and over. 13.67 and over. So let's have a look at the batting card. Habibur Rahman Chauhan came all guns blazing, scored 50 of 18, and that took all the pressure away from the remaining of
so
batsmen.
nice when you're batting second and your opener gets a 50 like that. Just a massive relief for the team chasing a big target.
Absolutely. And then Saad Ibn Musharraf Mullah came in, and he also got a good cameo of 30 of just 13.
Batted
Abdul
nicely.
Rahman doing the anchor's role. He's been solid so far, 31 of 28. And Shoaib supporting him well, 15 of just 9 deliveries. A good partnership going on here. I think they're just.
Looks like we've got a change in bowler here, Rufat.
I think the leg spinner is back. the looks of it, Prithvi Raj. Ball just the 1 over, wait for 10. So against the wind, leg spin.
They could get a bit of dip in this.
Maybe, yeah. Amanullah Aman facing the first delivery.
Oh my word, that is huge. That's in the tennis courts.
When they're getting hit, when they're hitting it, it stays hit. I haven't seen a.
It's an arm ball for him, and it's not a good one.
Yeah, that's a short and wide. Got the deserved treatment.
And the crowd are shouting, "You can't bowl there, mate. You can't bowl there."
So I think we haven't seen a small six so far from the Dhaka Warriors batsmen. Whenever all the six they have hit, and it's actually landed 10 to 20 meters back. I think we have lost the ball here. Umpire.
New balls, please. That is a huge six.
We saw one landing on the hockey turf earlier in the innings from Habibur Rahman Showan.
I was in the office at that time, and we thought a bomb had gone off. It had landed on the roof. Secretary wasn't very happy, wasn't impressed at all.
133 after 13.1 over. Interesting field set. Long on, a wide long on, and a mid wicket, and plenty of space.
Yes. One bounce 4.
In the gap.
Another, not a good delivery there. He's dropping it too short. Like to see him give it a bit more flight.
I think if we're looking at the heads have gone down.
Bit more flight and a bit fuller. Needs to give him something to work with here. Oh, that's too much flight, and that's another 4.
There is no one behind the square boundary, as I said, long off. So the 3 fielders on the leg side are long on, wide long on, and mid wicket. So big, like plenty of space behind the square, behind and in front of the square.
That's either too full or too short from the bowler here, and the bowlers are bowling themselves out of this competition at the moment. It's just 36 from 32 balls now.
That's poor delivery.
That's all over the show. That's going to be 4 runs.
5 wides. Oh, no,
just
no,
hasn't gone. They're going to have to run it. No one wants it.
So they ran 3 and the 1 wide, so 4. That will take Amanullah Aman onto 49.
Deserves a 50 here.
Yeah, that will be his 4th consecutive 50 in this tournament.
Amazing stuff from the young man.
Still to get out.
Putting his hand up for one of the possibly be batsmen of the tournament with those figures.
So far, a great batting display from all the batsmen of Dhaka Warriors.
That's a better delivery there. Got it on the right line. That's another good delivery.
We'll be looking for 2.
That's
Very
his
good
50.
running between the wicket. Very good running between the wicket.
Oh no, they swapped ends.
Yeah. So 2 runs. 147 after 14 overs. 32 win of 30 balls.
You got to be backing the Dhaka Warriors now.
So winner of this game will be playing world number 2 team Rebels. Looks like at this stage Dhaka Warriors is going to be the team unless something dramatic happens in the next few overs.
I think
so Rebels already beat one of the Dhaka teams earlier today. They won against Sheartree by 93 runs. That was a convincing win. Sheartree bowlers didn't have a great day with the ball, and Rebels scored 200.
it's a different conditions here on this. I'm not sure what field they're going to be playing on tomorrow, but
So all the quarterfinals will be on the Wally Wilson. Alex Money.
So these guys have got a slight advantage as they'll know the conditions a bit better. Well batted.
So
what a knock.
4th 50 for him, Amanullah Aman. So as I said, still unbeaten in this tournament. He's having a great tournament so far in Cape Town.
Gets his photo by Tulani Zulu for cracking another 50. He just can't stop scoring runs, this man.
Yeah, plenty of photos of Amanul Laman on our social media. 50 of 33 balls, 4 fours and 2 sixes. Clinical
stuff. He's going to sleep well tonight. Get a rest tomorrow for the man. Big job ahead for him. They get through this game, which it looks like they will. He's very happy with that, and quite rightly. Well batted.
New batsman, Tonuk Tonu. Another very good batsman. So
29 of 29. Oh, great effort by the bowler. Have a crack. Go for it. Well worth having a shy there at the stumps. They need a wicket here. He did well to stop the ball. Got up quickly.
Well, there was a very good delivery to the new batsman. Right under the block hole.
Good athleticism there from the bowler. Alex Money needs a wicket here. It's a slower ball. And it's in the gap. What a lovely shot. It's just going to be the 2 runs, but
very intelligent batting by the new batsman.
And it's been like that the whole way through the innings.
They're dispatching those bad balls, and the good balls they're taking 1s and 2s. Hardly seen any dot balls. If you see the last 10, they hit 1 6, 2 4s, and every other ball there's
just the 1 dot, and that builds pressure on the fielding team.
Oh, I think that's a drop.
Needed that. They needed that.
Tough chance, but you need to take those.
That's what separates the teams, is you take those vital chances. It's going to be the same. It's going to be even harder in the quarterfinals. Got to take those half chances.
So I'll be signing off, and I'll be replaced by Wayne Grief. Thank you, Bjorn, for having me here.
Thanks, Rifat. Go well. Well done on the production. It's fantastic stuff, Rifat.
Wait.
So score is now 154 for 1 after 15 overs, and Dhaka Warriors require 23 off 25 balls.
So it's great to be back in the commentary box.
Welcome back, Wayne.
The Dhaka Warriors can certainly give it a hit. Bjorn, it's great to see the teams wearing their kit. All the different ranges, colours, pink, green. Everyone is well dressed out here today.
Dressed to the nines, they look the part, they're playing their part. We've got Brett Grieve there.
Yeah, that's Brett Grieve, very well dressed. Not often you see black shoes on a cricket field. So maybe he's trying to set a new trend.
I think he's got a sponsorship from Bata Takis.
Yeah, there's no spikes underneath there, but you know what, there's different trendsetters in the game, and it's good to see Brett Grieve trying something different for his team there.
Different strokes for different folks. If that's how Brett wants to roll, let him roll like that, Wayno.
So Jordan Collier, he's been outstanding. When everyone else has been, as we look at the crowd, just black hat, black shoes. So the top and the bottom match, which is good.
I think it works. It works, Wayno. It's looking good out there, old Brett Grieve. Batted lovely.
I think they need a silly point in here.
They need to change things up, and Collier has bowled so well. He's so accurate. He's thinking about his field here. He wants someone straight in the cow region.
I got a slip in here. I like this play.
Very attacking. It's good stuff. It's a bit of a loosener. He's not happy with that delivery there. It's only just the 1 run, though.
Pink Panthers, their last over, they didn't get too many. So they might be ruined that. Maybe if they'd managed to get to 190, might have still had some life in this game. But as it is, it looks like it's drifting away from them.
they need to change things up here a bit, and that's why I like this field here, because they're not just sitting back and letting Dhaka Warriors coast to victory. They're trying to make it happen, and they've got the right bowler on. He's bowled superbly.
And if Jordan Collin could bowl all the balls from here, they would still have a chance, but unfortunately this is his last 2 bowls of his spell.
Just a bit too full there. He's bowling with lovely flight and accuracy. See, he's played a lot of cricket.
He works hard at his game. Press. And watch this man coming in with the black shoes. Going to slide in here. Brilliant fielding by Grieve. Yeah, that's the black shoes too.
I think the dive saved him there. You have a look at that on the replay. I think he was safe. Quasi was down low to watch.
Just watch an extra slide across the grass here.
Great pickup from Grieve.
Look at that. Comes in, swoops. Just slides into it. And you're probably going to see a few kids at home now asking the dad for black shoes.
I think direct hit there would have been out. Brett will be disappointed. He doesn't normally miss. So, Coach Kun hasn't been the pick of the bowlers for Pink Panthers. I'm surprised they're giving him a 4th. He's gone for 44 in his 3 overs. And
I think that's a case of the 6th bowler being asked, put up your hand if you'd like to be the 6th bowler. And went silent. Brett Grieve.
This could be the end of the game, this over, if he continues as he has in some of his other overs here. But the captain's got a plan here, and I like that again. He's kept his silly mid-on up, and he's got a short cover in place. The mid-on's up. It's a really attacking field. I like this. Maybe they can make it happen. Come on, close. Come on, close. It's almost worked.
Almost worked. And there's a few people asking why Simon Melbers is not in the commentary box, but he's practicing the pronunciation of Ghost Koen. He keeps calling him Goose. Goose or Ghost, but it's Ghost Koen. So he's on commentary practice then.
Josie to his mates. You see Melbers pronounce that. Josie. It's just the one. This is a much better field. There's pressure on the batsmen. They don't want to go out here. They want to take their team home. But the fielders are all in the ring. We've just got the long off out. They're moving black techies around. Brett Grieve. He's now into
no, you can't keep him out the game. You can't keep that man with the black shoes out the game. It was phenomenal, the bat earlier.
Squeezed it away for 1. It just goes to show that you don't have to start or play the whole innings with everyone on the boundaries. Bring the guys in. It brings a bit of pressure to the batsmen. They're not used to having players around the bat.
And I like this. They're trying to take the game as deep as possible. Yeah, the Pink Panthers.
And Josie's bowled much better with the players in than he has. And maybe they missed a trick earlier on. It's a dot ball. Much better stuff from Coach Kun.
So 15 of 16 balls. The win ratio is 97.26. But that 2.8% chance is what the Pink Panthers will be holding on to here. Oh, and it's gone up to 97. 3% chance for the Pink Panthers here.
That's a great over from Coach Kun. Well bowled, son. That's a great comeback there. We thought it might be over when he was bowling with his figures. And he's just gone for the 2 runs in that over. Well done. Figures of 0 for 46 off his 4. You'll be very happy with that finish.
But on a serious note, it's good to see the Pink Panthers fighting hard here. They haven't just thrown in the towel. And you never know in any sport when you try and take the game as deep as possible, try and create some sort of pressure. A wicket or 2. What number of batsmen are there been? Has there been 2 batsmen that have retired or 3?
We've had 2 batsmen retire and just the 1 wicket down, so
this is number 5 and 6, if I worked that out correctly. So get 7 and 8 in here and make them try and win the game. You never know what can happen.
2 new batsmen at the crease is always tricky when you're chasing when you're coming in to finish off the innings. There's just 15 required.
There's a fielding change here. They're moving in.
Brett Grieve, again, as you said, you can't keep him out the game. He's going to short cover. But they're going to have to do something with third man. They're moving him around. This could be out.
Oh, and he's almost forced her. This is great captaincy from David Hurst. Not sure that was the percentage shot. He almost hit that straight down the third man's throat there.
I would have liked to have seen David do this earlier on when the batsmen were smashing it all over the park and above the grandstand.
I don't know.
Tennis courts.
I think he needed a few fielders on the roof there, Bjorn.
But the pressure and the mindset changes. So then the batsman goes, why is everyone in when I'm smashing it, Wayne? So it's a mental game. They had 170 on the board. So I'm not saying the whole time, but you can, like if he carries on smashing it over after over, but
I would just put more fielders on the roof.
Dion doesn't have a ladder big enough for this roof, Wayne.
No, I get where your head's at there. It's always easier said than done from here, but in hindsight. But when you're the captain and the ball's flying from all parts, it's hard to make that call.
Especially when you don't have a 6
And Brett Green swoops around.
There's a word with the batsman there. Tell him it's his lucky day.
It's a 12 of 12, a runner ball. I remember watching Trevor Quirk on commentary before in a game which was a runner ball, 12 from 12, and the fielding team won it, so anything can happen from here.
Not with bowling like that, giving it away there. It's Evert Carstens. I really do like this field here at the end. They really are taking it deep. It's great captaincy from Pink Panthers skipper.
Are we going to see a catch at short mid wicket or short cover or maybe even a point?
Probably going to Brett Grieve. It's a slower ball.
He's gone out the field, Jack McGovern. It's out the ground.
He's caught the wind there and just sailed over.
Oh, and that was a great shot, but also that's probably what the Panthers wanted him to do. And he just hit in with the wind. And that was 6 for all money.
So just 5 off 11 balls here. What can Evert Carstens do? Can he work a bit of magic? Get a new batsman in here. Lovely delivery. Well squeezed out.
Great slide and stop there from the man of the black shoes, Brett Grieve.
His contract expires with the Pink Panthers at the end of this tournament, so if there are any players looking for an all-rounder, Brett Greaves is probably going to be available at the end of this tournament. I think his contract expires on the 28th of December.
Just looking at the record books, I'm not sure if you got the all-rounder part bit right. But speaking to data analysts to see what his bowling figures are like. But he gave it a good hit when he batted earlier today. Wagon wheel was good to look at. Kept it simple for the commentators.
I'd have liked to have seen him have a ball here. He couldn't have done worse than some of the guys. Oh, that's 4.
And with that, Jack McGovern comes on to bowl the final delivery. And that ends a superb run chase from the Dhaka Warriors. And the number 2 seeds in the last 16 for a reason, Bjorn.
Dhaka Warriors up against Rebels, who are number 2 in the world. So the 2 seeds up against the second in the world is going to be a cracking match. And that'll be on Saturday.
I think it'll be good to get an update of the draw here just to see how that changes things. There's been some cracking games this morning already.
Dhaka Warriors are a superb outfit. I really fancy them as one of the favourites now. They're on a roll here. Their batsmen are on fire.
So
Let's have a look at the draw.
So we've already got a Dhaka Warriors vs Rebels quarterfinal. That's South Africa versus Bangladesh. Masagami play later on the other side of the draw. Now, that's a team to watch. Their performance on Monday was one of the best I've seen from the Last Man Stands team. They're number 1 in the world. they win against Wolfpack, which won't be an easy match, they'll be playing Heritage cricketers, and that for me will be the pick of the quarterfinals. Heritage was superb earlier this morning.
There's no easy games. I'm just looking at this window, and there's no easy matches coming in. It's really is up for grabs, the trophy for 2022.
On the other side of the draw, Layla Cricket Club, who are arguably the most fancied of the Bangladesh teams coming into this tournament, they against Tech Republic, so there's definitely going to be another Bangladeshi team in the quarterfinals, and the winners of that match will take on Inglorious Legends from Pakistan.
Be a cracker.
And then you got the Kamikaze Bumblebees from Cape Town taking on CPR Challengers from Bloemfontein. That's the next match on this main oval. And then going on right now on LMS TV2, Black Eagles from Redbridge in London taking on the Yankee Royals from New York. And that game is live right now on LMS TV2. If you want to go, we've just got a word from the backroom staff that Yankee Royals have had much beyond.
126 for 2.
And after how many overs is that? 14 overs. So they're on track for a big score there, but we see the teams coming off the field here, and you see the CPR Challengers from Bloemfontein now making their way onto the field to go and look at the pitch conditions.
Right. Thanks very much for joining us, and stay tuned. We're about to start the next match, and we'll be back shortly. Thank you.